So today we have a question from one of our friends who had been dating a girl for about a year. And during the course of the year that they had been dating, they discovered that she had an illness. And they recently broke up, and she's been not feeling so well. So she's questioning whether or not she had been exposed to something during her weak condition that is now making her very ill. So she asks our friend, who she had dated for a year and now they're broken up, during the course of our relationship, did you have sex with anyone else unprotected and then come back and have sex with me? I need to know this because in order to pinpoint why I'm feeling this way, my doctor wants to know if I was exposed to anything in my weak condition. And our friend is in a dilemma because he did have sex with another girl during the course of the relationship, did come back and have sex with her, and in fact, the girl that he had sex with happened to be the nemesis, arch enemy of his girlfriend. So that's a whole nother powder keg to be dealt with. So he comes to us today wondering what the best approach should be. Now, if I tell her that yes, I cheated on you, and yes, you may have been exposed to something because I didn't use protection, then that alone, the stress associated with that alone, could perhaps make her even more ill. This is his concern for her. Or he could not say anything, keep it quiet, and say, no, I didn't cheat on you, and watch her grow ill in confusion. And ultimately, whatever the ultimate endpoint for her is, hopefully she gets over it, but if she doesn't, he's got to sit with the guilt of, oh my God, I might have killed her and I never told her. Very challenging place to be in. And I'm going to begin like this. This is one of those circumstances where I'm going to say the often quoted and never tasteful quote, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're not going to win. This is one of those circumstances where you've got to be with that. You're going to lose either way, but you're also going to win either way. It's a very loaded circumstance, meaning you're not going to get a pure outcome. Be with that. You've got to accept that. Before I even move further in any regard, I need you to really accept and own that. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Right now you're fucked and you can't run away. Mommy can't help you. You're going to make a decision, and each choice is the wrong one, and each choice is the right one. And why I say each choice, whichever one you choose, is the right one, is because of this. You're on the road to becoming the strongest version of yourself, meaning you are a successful person, and you will continue to breed success in your life. And there's something that you might need to know about successful people. You've heard me say this before. But successful people don't make the right decisions. They make their decisions right. And there are many different ways to go about making whatever choice you've made right. And a lot of it has to do with your internal dialogue and how you feel about yourself. And I hope you guys begin to understand just the importance of that. Internal dialogue and personal feelings, your emotion, means far more than what you do on the outside. I know this is difficult to deal with. It's a difficult concept to grasp in a world that seems so tangible. We're so addicted to materialism. And when I say materialism, I don't mean expensive cars. I mean to the flesh, to what's happening outside us, as opposed to the spiritual realm. Who we are, our character, our mind. So, I can go on and I can be entertaining in my descriptions of what could potentially happen if you do tell her. And I can be entertaining in my descriptions of what would happen if you don't tell her. And I think that's, in fact, the route that I'm going to go. I'm going to choose the latter because I think it's the lesser of the two choices. And that is if you don't tell her. Now, this is my feelings on the circumstance. And I don't want to say that I'm right, but I want to offer you the perspective based on what is coming through me, what I feel about the circumstance. Now again, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you don't tell her the truth and she grows ill, or even if she doesn't grow ill and she recovers, the mere fact that you're holding on to a piece of information that she humbly came to you to give, you've not only committed the sin of cheating on your girlfriend, and when I say sin, I don't mean, God is going to strike you with lightning and you're going to go to hell. When I say sin, it means you slipped. Damn, I screwed up. And you screw up because you didn't see. There was something you weren't aware of. Not saying that you were stupid when you didn't. No, I didn't know. I had no idea that my dick was in her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when the circumstance posed itself, you were blinded to the bigger picture and you allowed your dick to slip into another girl. So that's a sin. So you not only are carrying the sin associated with the breach of trust, but now when she comes to you, says, please tell me, and you don't tell her, you're now going to carry the burden of a second sin. Your load gets heavier. You're already carrying a heavy load. You already fucked the other chick, and then came back and fucked her. And it could potentially be making her more ill. My assumption is that it's probably not. I think she's, again, this is just my speculation. I think she's prodding because she has your guilt. And she sees that she's ill and you probably, you feel guilty about her being ill. And she probably has some sort of inkling that perhaps you cheated, and she figures that this is a good opportunity to get this out of you. Okay, and that's just, again, that's food for thought, but I wouldn't let that completely carry the choice that you make simply because that is with her. That's hers. You've got to deal with you, your circumstances, your internal dialogue. So, but let's say she does grow ill, and you carry it. You carry the fact that you had sex behind her back, you made her sick, and you didn't tell her. So that's 3. So it starts piling up. So if you don't tell her, the sin grows heavier. The load you have to grows heavier. Now you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're going to carry a load either way. But to move into the future carrying potentially three burdens, to me is not worth the acute strike of just telling her once. Rip off the Band-Aid, deal with it. You were honest, you had integrity, you made a mistake, you'll ask for forgiveness. And even if she is growing ill because of the choice you made, at least your own heart is clean by confessing and humbly asking for forgiveness, not only from her, but to yourself and to whatever higher power you feel is animating this world. We're co-creators with the higher power, meaning that if we lie to ourselves, we're lying to the energy that guides us, and it's a block. It becomes a blockage in the flow of God moving through you. It's not a matter of God punishing you, it's a matter of you punishing yourself by distancing yourself from him, or her, or it, or science. So my friend, my invitation would be to first consider that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And that successful people don't make the right decisions, they make the decisions right. And finally, you'll carry a far lighter load if you confess, if you develop your potential for honesty, and you maintain the integrity of your being. And when I say integrity, I mean just this, lining up. Integrity means wholeness. Your head, your heart, and your balls, your gut. Best of luck, my friend. Done.